Well, that will keep it up. My gong was heavy-handed this morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
I'm Greg Fawson. We do the broadcast.
I'm Dr. Ernestine Garcia, and I get to do the readings.
And I'm Barbara Heinzelman. I play music along with
Salo Stanley plays percussion.
Hey, nice to see everybody.
Would you pray us in?
So I just invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. As we recognize the oneness, the allness, the isness, that is the one power and the one presence. And we know that each and every one of us is one with the one and one with each other and one with this service unfolding in absolute perfection today. And so I know that everything that needs to be said or sung is said or sung, and everything that needs to be heard is heard. And I just bless this service, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
So we have the duo of Barb and Salo, and we're so happy that it's the third Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
yay. And we're so happy to be here.
Yes.
We love being here.
Oh my gosh, we so look forward to it.
And it is such an honor to play with you guys. So thank you.
Yeah.
So,
We feel the same.
Yeah.
Me too.
Bring in a little light
we're going to bring
today.
in a little light. We're going to let our light shine. So wherever you are, dance around, sing, whatever you feel like doing, just be happy. There we go.
Yeah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Out in the dark, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. All across the country, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine 24/7. Let it shine. Oh,
Hey, that's the way to get the morning going.
Right.
Thank you. I love the guitar playing on that.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're going to do some business and we'll get back to you very shortly.
All right, sounds good.
The mission for the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro is to create an open, accepting learning environment that recognizes and embraces diversity, peaceful resolution to conflict in personal and community relationships, and help make the world a better place.
Go ahead.
So it is. So like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro. You can go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and go to contact us and get yourself on the email list. And you can request prayer there. And there's lots of good information out there, lots of blogs from Reverend Michael. And I put the affirmations and the affirmative treatment prayer that Stephan Anthony writes every week is up there too. So if you need some affirmations, there's a ton of them out there, and they're all really good. Today's title is The Conundrum of Trust. And you already met our inspirational music providers today, Barb and Salo, a couple of our favoriteest people in the world. And today's reading, I forgot to bring the book down. It's from what? I guess we'll let Ernestine tell us because I didn't bring it down. So that's all for me. We're going to do some affirmations.
All right, I guess it's my turn. And by the way, the book is The Miracle Minute, but we're going to start with the affirmations. You're welcome. Okay, affirmations for the week of July 16th, 2023, written by Stephan Anthony. Please repeat after me. My inner peace protects and blesses all outer experiences.
My inner peace protects and blesses all outer experiences.
In this moment, I affirm fully my oneness with Spirit.
In this moment, I affirm fully my oneness with Spirit.
I am committed to expressing divine love and creativity.
I am committed to expressing divine love and creativity.
All that I desire is already manifest in the mind of God.
All that I desire is already manifest in the mind of God.
My oneness with the universe is the foundation of my life.
My oneness with the universe is the foundation of my life.
My existence is a ray of light into the world.
My existence is a ray of light into the world.
And together we pray, and
so it is.
Okay. As I said earlier, the reading today is from the book, The Miracle Minute by Mary Morrissey. Whenever you have a limiting thought where you think, I can't do that, or I don't have enough of this, or it's too late, or I should have done it sooner, just say to yourself, until now, that has been true about me. Those words, up until now, are a powerful message to the subconscious mind. They are a new order coming in. They are saying that the order that was established in the past is no longer in power by the authority that is given to each one of us in our freedom of choice, in our free will. We get to choose a new pattern when we say so. When the old pattern emerges, trying to give life to itself one more time, we say to it, up until now, it might have been true, but not now. Now this is true. We begin to establish a new pattern of thinking, and that new pattern begins to take on a life of itself. That life becomes our life. And together we say, and so it
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you.
That's-
Powerful
Agreed.
words.
yes. All right. We have some more music. There's
Yes,
there.
here we are. Yes, we do. Here is a song because we trust and we know it is already done.
Yes.
And so here's our song, It Is Already Done.
Knowing and believing are sometimes galaxies apart. Finding the strength that is in me often is an art. And when I ask, it's already done. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Lining up with the Spirit, unity with one mind, shooting my rockets of desire, letting go, it'll be just fine. And when I ask, it's already done. It is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Riding high on a wave, I let it all go. When I live and am truly joyful, I know all there is to know. And when I ask, it's already done. It is 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 already done.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, we love it. That was great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
We're starting out on the right foot this morning with great music. And now hopefully we have a great message for you. That we're going to live up to the music. We'll be back to you in a while.
All right. Thank you.
So Ernest Holmes said, trust in the invisible. It is the sole cause of the visible. Trust in the invisible. It's the sole cause of the visible. That's something to contemplate. And it brings up for me this thing in trust. There's a conundrum about trust that we're always trusting in something, whether we're aware of it or not. Like everyday things that we trust in, turning on a light, filling the tub, starting your car, although sometimes the car doesn't start and our trust goes out the window. We have to trust in the mechanic. But really, trusting in God is all you need, because the things of the world really don't have an effect on us unless we allow them to have an effect on us. We go through this world having challenges and having wonderful times where we experience wonderful things, and it's all part of life. And we trust that this is all God. Everything that takes place in this universe is all God, because God is all that there is. There's a lot of invisible trusting that goes on in some folks' life. I'm not going to claim it for us, but some folks are fearful of something. So in essence, they're trusting in fear. Some folks think that they're not enough. And what they're trusting then is that they're inept. They can't do it. They can't do anything. And some folks think they'll never be loved. And that's trusting in loneliness. So there's all these hidden trusts that we may not even be aware of. But when you start awakening, they'll surface up, they'll come up, and they'll show you what the thoughts that you have behind anything that's going on in your life. Because in essence, if you trust in God, then whatever's going on in your life won't have an effect on you. It will cause maybe a little disruption, but it won't have a lasting effect. Because why? Because you trust in that, trust in God. God never intended for us to go through life being fearful, being lonely, being broke, because this is a dynamic that humans create, and it's also a dynamic that humans should let go of, because it doesn't serve you in any way. So those that are having trust in the negatives, they probably should be aware that where the trust is, and let it go, and just say, I trust in God. That's all I need to know. I trust in God. Whatever's going in my life, I trust in God. Sometimes we're faced with decisions to make, and the question that comes up is, what should I do about this? And what I say is, trust you'll be guided. Whatever it's you're going through, just trust you'll be guided. And you may say, guided by what? Trust in what? Well, in that Holy Spirit that lives within you, in the Christ consciousness that is always with you, always guiding you. All you have to do is listen. All you have to do is watch. All you have to do is be still and know that whatever it is you're going through, this too shall pass. So if you can trust in that, then you can make it through just about any situation. Some may last a little longer, but trusting in God makes the journey a little softer, makes it a little easier than just facing it, the dilemma or the challenge for face value. That all that can do is hurt us. Do you believe God trusts you? I do. Do you believe God trusts you in everything? I do. Because God trusted me and you enough that it let us come into this physical realm and enjoy this beauty and the joyful things that take place in our lives every day. God trusted us enough to make us in his likeness and image. God trust us enough to give us free will. Just think about that, because free will gets misused all the time. And if you trust in God, then you can take your free will and trust in God's will. Let God's will be done. God trusts us enough for us to do its work, and that is to show love wherever you go, to be love, to experience love. And sometimes being love in certain situations can be challenging, but if you can tap into that love factor that is always present, closer than your hands and feet, nearer than your breath, then it will take you through anything, take you through any situation, any condition. It won't always be easy, but it'll be less uncomfortable. Let's put it that way. What else I want to say? Oh, if you trust that you have a purpose, just realize that everything in this universe, everything on this planet has a purpose, has a divine purpose. So surely if we are children of God, sons and daughters of the Most High, then there's no way that we came into this life without purpose to fulfill, purpose to reveal like on a net. So, yeah, his purpose is to bug me. Bug me.
That's why he's a bug.
I'm gonna let you take over for a while.
So, one of the things that I read while I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today is this is by Ernest Holmes in a book called Freedom from Stress. And he says, let us try to believe that if God is for us, nothing can be against us.
Mm-hmm.
Let us live as though today would be our last day, which it might be, but at the same time, let us live as though we were never going to stop living. And I just really love that. And so I started thinking about how would I be today if today was going to be my last day? What would I be doing and how would I be? And how differently might we change the priorities of our life if we thought about what if this is my last day?
Mm-hmm.
Probably wouldn't be as busy as I keep myself, for one thing, for me. I don't, but I think it's kind of a nice question to ask ourselves. Is there, one of the other things I thought about, is there somebody that I may need to contact that I haven't talked to for a little while? Or is there somebody that I have been holding some anger or some grievance or some old stuff about? Is there anybody that I love that I haven't seen in a while? And so just kind of like on and on and on. And one of the things I thought, I probably wouldn't take myself so seriously.
That'd be a good one.
Because some of the things I take so seriously wouldn't be important anymore because somebody else would have to deal with it. It wouldn't be me. And so then I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about, well, we get to trust that we're eternal beings. And so that means that although the stuff that is in this existence in life now on my to-do list that I think is so important wouldn't be mine anymore, and I'd have new stuff going on, because that's kind of what the eternal life is all about, is continually learning and growing and becoming more of who we are. And so some of the things that I thought about is, I don't have to be right. Well, what about that?
No comment.
That was a comment. I don't have to get everything done. Ooh, that's a hard one for me. I can take time for joy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was also reading a quote by Emerson, and so I'm going to change the wording a little bit because it's written in a very old way. We should learn to detect and watch that gleam of light which flashes across our mind from within, more than the luster of the firmament of bards and sages. Yet we dismiss our thought because it is ours. And if we start really trusting ourselves and trusting our intuition and trusting our knowing, we're always getting opportunities to, this little idea comes up and that little idea comes up, and some of them we do, and some of them we just pass off and say, oh, I couldn't never do that, or, oh, that's not for me. And as we begin to really trust ourselves and trust our intuition, we have the opportunity to listen to what the spirit that is each one of us is telling us is important for us to do. And it might not be the things on the to-do list. It might be like what we did last week and just work on the garden all day.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was fun. And so as we deepen our awareness of the fact that we're one with spirit all the time, in every breath and every thought and everything, I think we can take the opportunity to sometimes maybe not be so busy, sometimes take the time to just appreciate the day or appreciate the weather or appreciate the person that we get to live with or appreciate that we have families and friends and that we live in this great place that we live in and that we have the opportunity to be on this planet and just to be grateful for every moment as opposed to spending time in coulda, shouldas, or I need to, or I have to, or this thing has to be done today, or and just really begin to be present with the oneness and the allness and the wholeness that we are. And I think that's pretty much what I had to say.
I was thinking of this little idea of mine. I'm going to let it shine. You said this little idea of mine, and it kind of popped in my head. There's nothing to stop your creativity. There's nothing that can keep you from fulfilling any desire you have. There's nothing that can stop the eternal flow that is you from exploding into something more magnificent than you've ever experienced in your life before. It's always right there at the edge of your consciousness, at the edge of your heart, wanting to fulfill itself. This thing called divine purpose, this thing called divine ideas, they come to you when they come to you, and they're theirs for your taking and for your using. Because if you don't, somebody else will. Mm-hmm. It's just life. And I like this sentence. And it's God talking. Trust in me, and all that you will need will be given. Trust in me, and all that you need will be given. Just think about that. All it takes is trust. Trust in love. Trust in your ideas. Trust in this beautiful planet that it can save itself from us. Mm-hmm. Trust in wars can be ended. Trust in ideas that have never been brought forth before, and they're being brought forth now, and we can embrace them. Embrace your life, embrace yourself. As you embrace yourself, you can embrace others. And that all takes trust. And sometimes our trust appears to be taken away from us because somebody did something to us. But it doesn't have to happen that way. I know somebody who had one marriage, and it lasted not too long, and that person has been regretting the break of that marriage for 40, 50 years. Mm-hmm. And they're putting their trust in that they're a failure at love. And it's so unnecessary, because all you got to do is say, I embrace that experience, and now I move on, and I embrace the good that is waiting for me, because it's always there, mm-hmm. right in front of you, right within you, wanting to be expressed, wanting to be fulfilled. Who can do that? Mm-hmm. You. Mm-hmm. You can fulfill your dreams. You can fulfill your ideas. You can fulfill anything you desire to fulfill just by trusting that the ideas were given to you through something greater than yourself. And that something will continue to work with you as long as you stay open to it and allow it to guide you and direct you to your greater yet to be. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yes.
God trusts us so much that it put us here to reveal it through us and as us. Now you may say, why are you calling it it? Because God is he, God is she, as me, as Valerie. And the he and she is both in me, and he and she is both in Valerie. But God is more than that. God is this invisible consciousness, this invisible creator. And that to me isn't it. It is beyond gender. it is more than anything we humanly want to make out of it. It's like God made us in likeness and image, and we return the favor. Made God in our likeness and image.
Only half of us, though.
Yeah. Right. So think about where your trust is, and where you want to put it. If you're trusting that things are bad and then you die,
That's pretty sad.
let it go. Trusting that you're here and you're glorified by your life on this planet, and you're glorified by your eternal existence. And that's all I want to see. That's all I see in you. That's all I claim for me.
And by our relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just about everything. Trust in God. Should we pray?
Yes. So I just invite you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, and recognize that God is the breathing of that breath. God is the breath that you're aware of. God is all the breaths that you're not aware of. It is constantly breathing, beating our hearts. God is the place into which we think our thoughts. God is all that is. It is each and every one of us. It is everything that we can see and all we cannot. It is the smallest thing on this planet and clear out to the largest, farthest star, which is turning out to be billions of light years away. It's all of that and more.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than we can conceive. It's all we can imagine and conceive and hold, and it's more than that. And so I know that each one of us is one with that power and with that presence and with that allness and that isness. And so I know for each one of us, as we let go of anything that might be holding us back, any doubts, any fears, any old relationships, any old problems, any old situations, as we just release them and let them go and just breathe into the now, into the isness, into the allness, and just be aware of that presence of God that is in, as, and through each one of us in every breath and every moment, all of the time, that we can expand who we came here to be, how we came here to be, and be that oneness with the one spirit that is always present. And we can never fail. Even as we make mistakes, they're not failures. As we learn, we can grow, we can expand. We are love and light and peace and harmony. I know that for each one of us. And I bless my mom today. It's her birthday. She's not with us anymore, but she's in my heart.
Yeah.
And so I'm just absolutely so grateful. Grateful for knowing this truth, grateful for all the blessings in my life, grateful for the blessings of the people that I love, grateful for the blessings of the people that sometimes challenge me, grateful for our home, grateful for the spiritual community, so grateful for the spiritual community and all the people that are currently part of it and all of those who are coming. Just so grateful. Grateful to know there's only this one life, this one power, this one truth. Grateful for the fabulous music we have this week and every week. So grateful for Barb and Salo for their consciousness and their awareness and for the lovely music that they do. And grateful to Greg and Sheila for being the ones who help us broadcast every week, and Ernestine for doing the readings and the affirmations. And so absolutely gratitude, and grateful for Kim for being here all the time. And so for everyone who is here, for everyone who comes sometimes, for everyone who watches us live, for everyone that watches us later, for everyone that's on their way to us, I give thanks. So I'm so grateful for this day, grateful for my life, grateful for all of our lives, grateful to know our oneness with the one power and the one presence, grateful to know the truth of our beings and our potential for continuing expansion and growing and aware of our oneness. And so in absolute gratitude, knowing that this word is already done in the mind of God, that it's already unfolding right here and right now. I simply let it go. I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen, amen, aho, shay. And let's do it together. Woohoo!
Don't plant your dreams in the field of indecision. Don't plant your dreams in the field of indecision. Nothing ever grows but the weeds of what if. Nothing ever grows but the weeds of what if. Don't plant your dreams in the field of indecision. Be strong, be brave, and be decisive. Be strong, be brave, and be decisive. Your fields will be beautiful and full. Your fields will be beautiful and full. Be strong, be brave, and be decisive. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen.
That was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. We should clap, but right now I just feel like it was another prayer. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Is that new?
That was on our It's Already Done CD, and it's just one of our favorites.
It's amazing.
Yes,
Came up with
those
it.
chord changes in the beginning when
It's
before you
beautiful.
started singing were just almost eerie.
Yeah, and for some reason, when we performed it right now, it just kind of put me, I think Salo, in another place.
I know, that's true. And now we got to talk.
I know, it's not the way we rehearsed it. But
No.
It's like, what happened?
So it has its own life.
It did. Oh.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you. We look forward to your next song.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we do.
How to take care of some business. Busyness. So just close your eyes. Imagine a gift coming to you that you didn't expect. And just see what that feels like. How does your body react to it? How does your brain react to it? How does your heart react to it? That's what receiving is all about. Receiving with thanksgiving, with joy, knowing that as you receive, the next step is to give. Because they're one and the same, receiving and giving. You don't do one, the other one suffers. So we're just opening to your gifts that you bestow on us and are grateful. So, Valerie, will you show how to do that?
So the easiest way is to go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org. Just a little ways down the page, there are a couple different ways you can give right there. And our address is on the website too, if you'd rather send a check. We take checks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now shine your light towards this basket. It represents all the gifts that are flowing to us. And repeat after me. I give thanks to the eternal spirit of life within me.
I give thanks to the eternal spirit of life within me.
Knowing that it is a gift and a giver.
Knowing that it is a gift and a giver.
I receive as gifts.
I receive as gifts.
And I send out as a giver.
And I send out as a giver.
So very thankful.
So very thankful.
I release, let go, and allow it to be.
I release, let go, and allow it to be.
And so it is.
And so it is.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I see you on the piano.
I'm on.
Yay.
Yeah. So
Get those fingers going.
yeah. Okay. So got the fingers all warmed up, and we know when we trust, we just gotta let it be.
That's right.
That's right.
So Lennon McCartney said this like no other. So feel free to sing along.
Myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. But though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they may see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
So your music is always wonderful, but it's especially wonderful today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That message to let it be is like the second part of trusting.
Mhm.
When you trust, you have to let it be and let things unfold in their perfection and the glory of you. So thank you for that. It was a great song.
Thank you.
Greatly done.
I just had a vision of like you're baking something in the oven and you know it's going to be done in 20 minutes. But the way we kind of do things with our thoughts sometimes is we open the oven to peek just to see how it's doing. And of course, while we're opening the oven to peek, we're not allowing it to be and manifest. And so that just, I just wonder how many times when we've decided we're going to manifest something, we're like opening the door to peek instead of letting it come.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good analogy.
That is an excellent.
Well, we
analogy.
watch them do it sometimes on cooking shows that we watch. They keep opening the door to see if it's done. Of course, it's not going to be done. They open the door.
The judge is like, you're letting all the heat out.
It's not going to be done.
Thankfully, they already pre-baked it and put it out on the counter to show us the done product. I like the idea of the visible follows the invisible. And that's where the trust is. Just allow the trust and the faith to be there.
Yeah.
And I thought it was apropos. We have to play. Greg and I are playing tennis mixed doubles today, and it's like, quit trying to plan it all out and let it happen. And
Yeah.
It's already set.
Players didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a wonderful service. It makes me question, who do I trust? What do I trust? What are my actions and thoughts saying that I trust? And to trust in God. And I love the last song too. Let it be. Just let it be.
Yeah. We could all sing that all day.
That's a good mantra.
Mhm.
I know that song. When you were a kid in the '60s, it has a different meaning when you get older. It really does make more sense. It does. It gets very deep as we get older. Yes.
Does.
Yeah, it happens.
So you want to tell them about Zoom?
Yeah, so we're going to have a Zoom meeting right after this for anybody who wants to join us, and we'd love to have a conversation and maybe share. We're hoping Ernestine will share her ahas because she usually has a page of things that she wants to share with us. And it means so much to me to hear what she has to say. So join us because you'll enjoy it too.
We want to know what you have to say.
Right, we do.
Yeah.
So did you tell them how to get there?
It's in the comments. The Zoom link is in the comments. And if you miss it there, it's on our website. So CSLNorthMetro.org. Go to the calendar. It's the top thing on the calendar, and the Zoom link is right there.
So zoom on in.
Yeah, we'd love to see you.
All I want to do is
great service.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you on Zoom. I know you have to get so we won't see you. But have a great event.
Okay.
Thank you.
We trust we will.
We see you all.
Okay.